Alright, so typically, I refrain from calling people out. But you know what? Here we are, only 17. I just got back from 2 days off. Now, clearly, curtain bracket is not there whatsoever. The other side is just kind of hanging out here, and the rod's pushed through all the way to that end. Their fix was the zip tie. Zip tie the curtain in place because it wasn't staying. Now, how lazy can you possibly be that a part fell off, and rather than put it back together right, you're going to zip tie it in place? Now, I happen to know that bracket was missing 3 days ago because I found it missing just before I left, but I didn't see the bracket anywhere. I was on my way out the door when I saw this. There's nothing I could do about it. I did mark it down though. So rather than anybody ever fixing it, what they decided to do was zip tie it, call it good. Now this is happening across the house. This is how they fix things here. I sent over to 22 here, I'll show you. I told them, the day, and I'm talking about the day mechanics here, 6 months, or no, a year ago, this bracket was loose. They have not attempted in any way to tighten down that bracket. Night shift, I don't really have time to work on machines. I can't. I work on parts. I chase calls because they give the machines out as quick as they can. I spent, now, I like these. These are the double nut from, I think these are quality. Made this double nut for the bottom side of the bracket here. These should line right up just like that. That way you don't have two nuts that you're trying to fumble with on the bottom side while I try to put this in. Just the one, makes it a single tool job. Again, one of those upgrades that's actually an upgrade. I spent an hour looking for a single bracket. This is something that used to be somewhere buried in this house where everything gets scattered on a daily basis and nobody actually knows what parts are here or where they are. There used to be a bunch of left and right. I could not find any. So, first thing we're going to have to do here, pop off this zip tie. So we can get the curtain out of the way so we can do the fix. They drilled a hole to run that zip tie through and couldn't put a bracket in. Now this is laziness on an extreme level because they should know where this stuff is. If not, they should be able to find it. They only had 3 calls. The head mechanic who went to a course to learn how to fix machines because he couldn't seem to figure it out, was here for 2 days, and in those 2 days only marked 3 to 6 calls per shift that he worked. We all know he got more calls than that. But he likes to think these things are running great. There have been previous notations about some of the things that I've shot in video or taken pictures of where people have noted these machines are being ignored. I agree wholeheartedly. You will not hear me argue with that one bit. It's much easier to come in and work on your car during your shift or to watch TV than it is to do a little bit of work on a pin setter. Yeah, well, now those of us that actually work on pin setters for a living have to come through and do the work that you decided you didn't need to do. got that in the hole there. This takes a 1/2-inch wrench or 1/2-inch socket. That's probably the extended bar I want, but again, 99% of the tools here in this house are for working on cars, not for working on pin setters. So finding the right tool offhand without going out to my trailer is not easy. And I need to get this done so they can give it out for open play. Yeah, we're gonna struggle through this for a minute. These are fine thread bolts, of course, so it takes nice and extra long to get them in there, but it also means they hold better and it takes them longer to back out. Two things on a pin setter you like, especially when they get ignored as much as these have been. Reusing old parts is fine. Reusing old hardware is fine, but putting in broken stuff, a whole different story. This is why you check your parts when you put them in. Got a swivel adapter on here to make it fit in there a little bit better because it just doesn't really fit. One side tight, and I'll be right back and see if I can find a wrench. Lock that back in, it's all tight, good to go. And look at that, it works like it's supposed to again. Took all of what, 10 minutes after spending an hour to look for the parts. There we go.